Welcome to the first of 8 matches tonight. Yes, 8 matches.
This
Thank you
is
very
night
much.
3 of the Intercontinental Classic for both leagues, since from now on we're going to be doing both leagues in one night.
We are starting with the Emerald League, and we are starting off with a hot one.
We got my boy, Johnny. I won't do that whole thing again, but Johnny Wrestling. His partner, Tommaso Ciampa, just recently competed for the U.S. title, and oh my god, an absolute banger, and they killed each other on SmackDown. Him and Alien Dragunov for the U.S. title. Tommaso sadly lost. But maybe Johnny Gargano can flip the script for DIY and win against his opponent tonight in the Emerald League to help the fortunes of DIY.
Johnny Gargano has 3 points coming in.
Yes.
Lost in the first match to Braun Breaker, but picked up a big win last week against Josh Briggs. So, can Johnny Gargano pick up a massive win against this man?
He is him, and this man had his attire complained about last time he was on, so he has a new attire. It's the New York Knicks.
Look, I have to admit, I hold Melo in very high regard. His impressive ascension has been nothing short of meteoric. Most of the title wins, main event matches, this young man is quickly...
Carmelo Hayes, just like Johnny Gargano's partner Tommaso Ciampa, recently had an opportunity at the U.S. title, but was costed by Tommaso Ciampa, as Jalen Brunson jersey is being worn by Carmelo Hayes. Maybe Carmelo Hayes can turn around the fortunes. He fought off DIY on SmackDown with Ilya Dragunov, so this is a nice follow-up. And perfectly timed follow-up, as it seems Carmelo Hayes will be teaming with Ilya Dragunov most likely this week on Friday Night SmackDown against DIY. But it's not about SmackDown, it's about the Intercontinental Classic, and it's about to go underway. Right now, Emerald League Night 3, let's go!
Oh, right out of the gate! Jesus, that's a bait. Right out of the gate. Carmelo Hayes with a drop kick. Melo starting fast.
But Melo just missed the lion salt after Johnny Gargano with the reversal, and now Johnny has control. He's got that waist control, and he gets.
Meanwhile, Johnny Gargano with a roll up.
Oh boy!
Cover!
Oh! But Melo turns it into his own roll up.
I have no idea what the women.
Wow.
The ref.
Bridge up.
The ref is just
now
the ref's just
backslide.
doing an exercise at this point. And another kick out.
They both following up a time after the hot start.
Starting fast right here.
Very much so. I don't know if you would want to lock up with Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, as he's showing that right now, driving Melo to the corner.
As I mentioned before.
Johnny trying to give it a clean break, but Melo with a cheap shot, surprisingly. Springboard clothesline now from Melo.
As I mentioned before, Johnny Gargano has 3 points. Melo also has 3 points. Picked up a win over Lexus King a couple last week.
On the first night.
And then lost to Braun Breaker. Big match for both of these guys.
Which just so happens to be the man that Johnny Gargano lost to on the first.
And you know, this is a big match for Carmelo Hayes as well, because after this, he's got Dominic Mysterio tomorrow night.
And then tomorrow night, who's Johnny Gargano?
He got Lexus King. He's got Lexus King, so this is big for Johnny Gargano as well to pick up a big 3 points.
Now, keep in mind, these two men both tied at 3 points. It's a big match for both of them, because whoever wins this will end up being tied with currently Dominic Mysterio, Keith Lee, Braun Breaker at 6 points. Now, big single leg drop kick from Johnny Gargano. He's trying to keep their pace slow. He knows if Melo quickens up the pace, gains momentum, it's kind of over. He's doing a Texas Clover Leaf with that rope break. He didn't stop him. But Johnny Gargano, wow!
Oh my God!
Top rope hurricane rod for Johnny Gargano. He is not wasting any time. Now, if I'm being honest, Johnny Gargano did have a kind of unfortunate role for the past 2 nights. First night he did face Braun Breaker, second night he did face Josh Briggs. He did beat Josh Briggs, but definitely was not an easy battle. My God.
Ooh! Kick to the face, jeez.
Like a Van Daminator from Johnny Gargano. Now, bit off topic here, but we do have a Boston native in this match, and I would like to talk about a man from Boston who just retired on Saturday, literally yesterday night. John Cena just called it a career yesterday night, and thank you, John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena, I gotta say, you know, greatest of
Absolute
all
childhood
time.
hero. I think we're getting high on the count right now. 9! Woo! Cutting it close. Oh! Melo stealing the Gargano escape!
This could be critical. This could be critical, but it didn't last long for Johnny.
Johnny was able to escape. He knows his own hold way too well.
You know, this is an opportunity for Gargano to get some singles gold, considering that Tommaso Ciampa doesn't even want to focus on a tag team run right now. He wants to focus on the United States Championship.
Johnny Gargano, while Tommaso goes for the U.S. title, he could gain the Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw.
We'll have to see.
If not, Johnny going for the cover off the single leg drop kick. Getting a 2 count, it is kind of high.
Oh my God! That had to hurt for Melo. Melo was trying to get up, and Johnny Gargano just, wow.
Landed right on his spine, and Johnny did a springboard moonsault from the top rope. Snake Eyes now in the corner.
You know, there's a little history between these two, dating back to NXT 2.0 when Gargano and Melo were battling for the North American title, and they were on the opposite sides of War Games.
Those two men actually started War Games that year, 2021.
Also keep this in mind, another man of part of that War Games matchup was Braun Breaker. He's also in this tournament, and Braun Breaker's in the Emerald League. I'd like to point that out as well.
Which, interestingly enough, hold on, Tilt-A World Face Breaker, that might be it. Come on, Johnny, kick out. I'm sorry, I mean... Whoa, okay. Sorry, I don't know. Came over me.
You can be biased, alright? You can be biased, okay? And a little unbiased at the same time.
Now keep in mind, though, Braun Breaker, you just spoke about it, he is in the Emerald League. These two men just fought him back-to-back nights. Johnny on the first night.
And those are big wins for Braun Breaker. Those are big wins for Braun Breaker. Oh, elbow drop! Elbow drop by Melo.
Diving elbow drop. We've seen in this tournament that elbow drop is effective.
Braun Breaker has picked up wins over Gargano and Hayes to begin this Intercontinental Classic, and considering the fact that both of them now each have 3 points, tells you everything you need to know of how stacked this Intercontinental Classic is and how big of a monster Braun Breaker is in this Emerald League as a suplex cutter.
That's the finisher right there, Melo, besides nothing but that, and that's gotta be it for Johnny.
Oh! Gargano kicks out as Hayes is busted open on the forehead. And now, oh! It looked like Gargano was trying to move away, but Melo caught him.
When in doubt,
this is such a big match for both these men. Both these men understand 3 points could. Oh no. I mean, it is Royal Rumble season. We are getting closer to the Royal Rumble, so.
Yeah, we know from the time you literally named stats of the Royal Rumble during the 6th match. Over in the Diamond.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
we will be seeing Ricky Saints in action later on tonight.
So, now I wanna mention though.
Oh my God! What the hell? It looked like Melo was trying to do a front flip, but Gargano was too far away.
Yeah, I know.
That's the inexperience right there for Melo, because you know Gargano has a lot of ring experience. A DDT.
When in doubt, never bet against Johnny Wrestling. And here comes
the Gargano escape. The trusted maneuver from Gargano. Will he make Melo tap out?
The move that he got passed down to from Alex Shelley, the Border City stretch, he then turned into the Gargano escape. But Melo was able to escape. First 48!
First 48, that should be it.
I don't mean to bet against my favorite, but that's gotta be it.
No! A kick out! What a kick out!
The resilience of Johnny Gargano, but Melo's not wasting any time. Suplex cutter, that's gotta be it.
The second one of the match. No, nothing but net, but that is it. Carmelo Hayes wins.
A big 3 points from Carmelo Hayes. I am very sad that my favorite Johnny Gargano did lose, but he does have an opportunity to get his 6 points tomorrow night against Lexus King. While Melo is now tied with Keith Lee, Braun Breaker, and the Intercontinental Champion himself, Dominic Mysterio. at 6 points.
Now Melo's gonna need some losses. That's what he's gonna need.
Wait, what?
Yeah, from the other participants, in order to have a shot at going
Oh.
to the final.